Hi everyone, I'm Vijay Rasala. Now I'm going to talk about the Java environment setup, which is required for run any Java project. And I'll talk about the setting of the Java environment into the environment variables as well. And then next we are going to download the Eclipse tool, which is required for the Java development and the installation and everything, and then we'll talk about the how to create the workspace, and then after that how to assign the JDK path to the Eclipse. Then next we'll talk about the creation of a new Java project and running the standalone application. Okay, let's go back to one by one. So first step is download the Java software, that is JDK, from the Oracle website, where you go to the Oracle website and you can find the versions, Java version. So you can download it any version like a Java 8, 9, 10 available environment. So right now in my machine I downloaded 13, and similarly you can download that software. You just needs to run the installer, Java installer. Okay, it will automatically start installing the Java software in your machine without any issues. Okay, once you done completed successfully done this Java software, then what you need to do is now you go back to your my PC, and yeah, if you are not able to see this one, so you can type it here, environment variable, edit the system environment variables. Okay, and you can click on the environment variables options. Okay, here you can set your Java underscore home path. Okay, if not, you can create your own new variables. Okay, here I'm going to type Java underscore home and give the Java directories where you installed. Go back to the C drive. Okay, program files in Java. So here you see that, right? So I installed my Java here. Okay, so everyone will have the program files. Java is the common folder where you can see the JDK. Okay, so just give your JDK path here and click OK. So that's all. So you are setting the Java underscore home in this location. The next step, click OK. That's done. So your Java is ready. Now go back to the second one. This adding the Java underscore home done. Next, go to the website eclipse.org and download the Java Enterprise Edition of Eclipse tool and install it. Okay, you will get the installer file and you start clicking on that. It will install automatically and you will see the Eclipse shortcut icon on your desktop. Now what you can do is, after successfully install, just double click and it will open a new workspace. Okay, you can create a new workspace. You can create a separate new folder as well, wherever you want in the system. Okay, so it is loading. So it takes some time to load it. Let's be wait. So talking more about the Eclipse is a basic tool which almost all the Java developers are using in the worldwide right now. So this tool is provides all kind of plugins, okay, which is required for the Java development environment. Okay, by installing some third-party plugins as well, it supports everything. Okay, so in Eclipse we have a multiple versions, right? So the basic version Eclipse and then enterprise level version Eclipse. So these are all the multiple versions of Eclipse is there. So I'm recommending you guys to download the Java Enterprise Edition of Eclipse version, so that we can start doing a couple of more programming part on the enterprise level application. So it requires all the inbuilt plugins as well, right? So that would be the best one to do this. some exercises. So now you see this one, right? So your Eclipse is open. Okay, I just give the overview of the Eclipse, so how it looks like. So basically, this is a IDE tool where you can see the file and the file menu bar, and then the left hand side you can see the project related structure and everything, and then the middle one is the uh, main part where you can see the file opening area. Okay, and then this one is the left one is optional. Okay, where you can see the console and other part here. That's the default settings will come. Now our goal is to create one simple Java project. Okay, so before that you just want to know, right? So where you created your workspace, right? So this is a workspace location. So I created my workspace in this area. So you guys also need to create a workspace. Workspace is nothing but it's a simple folder. Whenever you start a Eclipse, it will keep all your Eclipse settings and other things in that particular folder. Okay, so whenever it starts, it uses that folder and it um, holds the entire Eclipse setting data. Okay, that's it, nothing. So you can create a number of workspace and you can switch basically. So for example, if you do core Java project, core Java workspace. If you do Spring workspace, you can create a Spring workspace and you can switch it anytime, no issues. Okay, that's all. And now we'll create a simple Java project, right? So create a Java project. Okay, so you will see the new project, right? So you need to tell what kind of project you are going to create it here, right? So now what will happen? So I need to type Java. So sorry, before that I just want to tell you. So go back to the Windows. So here you see, right, Windows preference. Okay, here what you need to do is you need to set your JDK to here, install JRE. So just click on this part. So what will happen is in Windows preferences, you go back to here and then you can see this JDK environment. So you just need to add this your Java environment to this Eclipse. So whenever you start any time Eclipse, it directly talks to your JDK version which is installed in your machine. Okay, that's a mandatory, you need to check it out. Okay, and then we will go back to the creation of a new project. Okay, create a new Java project and then click on next. So project name, so what we will keep is simple demo project. Okay, project name is demo. And if you see this, identify this one. So using an execution environment, Java SE 13 environment, and default one is this one, and create a separate folder source. Yes, it is required. And then click on the next, nothing to do here. Okay, so what it is happening, it is background, it's creating a new project for us with that environment. So now you see this Java settings, what kind of Java settings you are expecting. So demo, under the demo there is a src folder. Src folder is nothing but a source folder, so it means that it is a starting point of your project, I can say. Okay, and the details you can see, you can ignore it. So default output folder, so demo bin is nothing but a, whatever the classes you exit and .class files are generated, it will be stored in the folder. So no need to change anything, just keep as it is and click on the finish. So your module name, create a module info, so it is not required. So however, nothing, no need to create anything. Open perspective, so open perspective means it is based on our enterprise level Eclipse, right? So first what it will do, it will check that whether this project is suitable for that kind of perspective, or it is different perspective. So whatever the project we created, it is a Java perspective. So you can open that perspective. It is automatically identifies that based on the project. So I clicked on it. So now what will happen? My Eclipse settings will go according to that. Okay. Right, now you see, right? So here you see, okay, you can close this thing, so it is not required. You can close it, you can close it. Okay, so that's all simple. You can see here demo project is available, and it is under the, you can see the JRE system library, whatever we given here, right? And then here src package we created. Now we will create a one simple package. So before creating any Java classes, any application, you need to make sure that you need to create a new project. So for example, if you see here, whenever I click on this package, you are going to see all the options related to the Java project. So what you want to do you want to create a package? Do you want to create a class? Do you want to create an interface? So these terminology we will talk about the later. Okay. So the structure should be always, we need to create a package. Okay. So package could be like, so you can start with the com dot demo. Okay, and then you can put like a yeah, you keep like a com dot demo is my package name, and then click on finish. So it is created a simple package. Okay, so now what we will do, we will create a simple standalone application, right? So we already talked, so we can create a simple class. Okay, class. So you can see that Java class. Okay, so always we are talking about the Java world is a Java class, Java object. So this is important thing you need to know. So we are creating a simple Java class. Okay, and just click on the, yeah, so we need which method stubs you want to just create a public static void main, and that's it. We're done. Now it is creating, yes. So do you see this one? So class has been created. So this background code will be written by this Eclipse, and it is provides the complete class structure and everything to us. Okay, and this is the advantage of using the IDE tools. Okay, otherwise you need to type everything and need to write. Okay, so now this one here, what we will write a simple statement like a system dot out dot println. Okay, println, and then we'll write a simple welcome to Tech. That's all, and click on save, and then what will happen, it will be saved. So it is going to save in this file. Now how to run this program? Okay, to run this program, just select on this file, run as, right click, run as Java application. So that's all you see right in the console. What is the output you see? Welcome to Vijay Rasala Tech channel. Okay, then this is how one simple Java project need creation of this one, and then creating a new file hello.java. Okay, and then inside that we are just writing a one statement, print statement basically. So this statement will print whatever the required output we want, it will print. So that's all. So that's all. Thank you for watching, guys. Please share your comments. I think you hope you guys have understood this video. Please ask any questions, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. Bye.